Hi, this is Richard Blair Canna. I'm talking about my process when I'm trying to learn how to put up videos, and I found at this point I'm actually trying to find out which what the phone can actually do. What can this phone do? So I assumed that the camera was the camera, but then I realized the physical device that is the collector of information, we call it a camera, we used to, is actually not necessarily limited by the app. So I started thinking about getting a better camera app to use with the lenses and the device itself. It started making me think, what can my phone do that the apps might be limiting it to? So I started downloading different video cameras and cameras to take advantage and push the limits of the device. So by trying out, let's say, installing 3 different cameras on my phone, I try them all out, uh, and then I find one that's better or good, best for me. Or maybe I use one camera for one kind of thing, like let's say photography or night photography, uh, and the other one for daytime videos. So I realized that when I was starting out with computers way back, that only like sometimes you might have to use 2 or 3 programs, and no one program will ever be able to do exactly what you want to do. So you might have to take it out from like Photoshop and then move it over and modify it in another program, let's say GIMP, graphic interface. I can't remember, is it the open source version of Photoshop? Or some people, okay, we worked in the field. Some people used Corel Draw, which was, I believe, another operating system. And then they had to bring it over to the Macintosh. So in those days, it was PC and Macintosh. So the programs were different, but they had different capabilities. So you'd use both. So you'd switch back and forth, and you'd modify the program here, and then you needed it to the file to change another way. Let's say the contrast is better on the other one. So you move it back and forth until you get what you need. So no one tool will be all and end all your process. As I'm trying to think of making videos, I need to have high resolution of a video, but I also need to have the ability to adjust the settings, the speed, and, and then, of course, it got me thinking about, uh, let's say my eyes can only see within the limited range of the visible spectrum, but perhaps the camera can see, I mean, the actual lenses that are in the inherent and designed within this device, this thing here, this physical object. So then I thought, I'm going to type in and see if there's a night camera mode. Like, okay, my visual spectrum is here from, okay, I'm going to say this is red, the low energy, all the way up to the highest energy. So if I want to go, if I want to see, aren't night vision goggles just a way of capturing light that's in a lower frequency, and then translating it and making it look to me like it's within my visual spectrum? So the let's say the camera, my vision is like this, but the camera may actually be able to capture infrared or ultraviolet. Who knows? This camera is just a physical device, like any camera captures electromagnetic radiation, and it could actually go out into the microwave and the cosmic energies, the cosmic wavelengths. So it can go super small, way out into the super small uh, energy, which would be a longer wavelength of light. Well, I call it light, but it's electromagnetic radiation. And then it can go into the higher, 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 which we cannot see either. until, the wavelength is really a lot of packed energy. And this one is really slow on the red. But the purple and onward are really high energy. So I wondered, is my camera able to capture the electromagnetic energy and then use it, and then translate it into a visual that I can see with my limited vision in the in this spectrum. So then I went into what was it, the app store, right? And I was reading all these things, and then I get tips like, don't forget to say, your camera is actually specified too. So the calibration of the camera has to be asserted or input into the algorithm, which kind of makes sense. I mean, it's saying which camera are you using. I mean, which lens is actually is the one that's actually collecting information. Now, on a sideline or a segue, uh, I used to have a phone in the old days that had tuner. These new phones don't have a tuner, which means I cannot pick up frequency modulation, electromagnetic radiation on the tuner. But then I'm also wondering, because the lenses on this device are actually they are receivers, electromagnetic receivers, and if FM is simply an electromagnetic wave, as is AM. Say AM amplitude modulation. They modulate the amplitude, the height of the waves of the electromagnetic wave, similar to radar. When they have a waveguide, in a ship, there's a radar generator, the EM generator, and then a waveguide comes up. It got to go this way and that way until it comes out to the radar broadcast, which is usually in the cup, in the dish. So when I was working in the Navy Reserves, my job was Naval Combat Information Operator, which basically they made fun of us and say we're, radar plotters, which we were. We gathered all kinds of information, like the app that does the different things on your phone. Before smartphones, we had phones, but they were landlines, and we had party lines. So, different ring for everybody else. But back again, the electromagnetic waves could be captured, I believe, maybe, using the lenses to actually listen to the radio on AM or FM. And that was just a kind of conjecture. But I really want to go back to what I was saying about the video, the night camera mode, and what can this phone do. So I'm really curious, like, why? Okay, not why, but what can this phone do? So I'm going to start to download that one. It does say night vision, so I'm going to install it, and we'll see how that goes. Just one, and we can open it. We'll see how that goes. Sorry, I got to get my glasses, and off to the races. Can contain ads. I'm sure it does quite a bit. Okay, let's move this guy over there. So, wildlife photo contest. No, close. These are just ads, I assume. English, sure. Open. I'm sorry about this part. It's I'm new to this website. Book now. That's another ad. Just hit the back button, I find, and then open again, because these ads are insidious, relentless. See another ad? Just hit back again. You can tell by the top URL line, because it's opened another browser or something. Now try again. I bet you it's another ads, and then just hit back again. It looks like a scam. Okay, select language. Oh, you would hit the check mark up top. There you go. Then there's a next button. I hope that's, yep, that's right. See, there's 3 dots on the bottom left, right over here. And zoom and brightness, fine. And next, selfie camera, done. Good. Let's get that done. Now, this looks like an ad. No, just hit the back button. Right. Open. I don't think this works well. I'm not sure how to get in there. I had to actually use the ad. See, there's, you hit the back button. Okay, no. These apps, some of them, they have the name, but it's actually just nothing but ads, and you think you're in something, and you keep getting ads, and so yeah, I would really avoid this night camera mode photo video, because at least unless somebody can actually figure out for me, I can't get in there. Just so we'll take a break now, and I'll find another one. So actually, I'm going to comment because I don't understand it. It should be removed if it is just a scam. Post that. Done. I don't. It's an ad lure. Like, it's just a lure to get you to keep clicking on the ads. At least that's my opinion. Okay, so also I use the ratings. I usually try to get something high. If there is actually any kind of infrared camera or intervalometer for Canon. What's that? I don't know. So I'll also go into the ratings, and then you can specify the critical ones or the positive. I'll just look at the positive only because then I'll get some tips on like how to open it, or what works. But I don't actually trust it because it may be just the creators themselves that inundate the app with positive reviews, creating new things and making it look like it's a good one when you don't know. Okay, so I'll just, so where it has a high rating, it's either, okay, look at the ratings. Okay, it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Lots of 5s here, over here. So it's either people love it or they don't. They're kind of ambivalent. There's a few ones. So I look at that, and then I'll just try it out. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of ads and gimmicks and tricks. So I'll just see how that works. So that looks almost done. Okay, we can open it now. So it's finished, and I'm going to try to open it. It's probably a lot of ads. Oh, it looks very much like the other app. So yeah, I guess they kind of try to follow the visual thing. I guess that's Chicago there. That's the Sears building. Just kidding. Yeah, it looks very much the same. Hit the check mark. Okay, and down here this says next. Next. Done. Oh, it actually opened my creation. Camera translator. Start with camera. What is this? Okay, it's an ad. Hit close. Voice translate. Photo translate. Oh, from text into from video into text. Allow. From the gallery. Okay. Let's use Angela. Saint Angela. Okay, rotate, crop, scale. Okay, that's nothing. That's not what I want. What I want is to see if it actually does the night mode. Start with camera. Okay, start with camera. Okay, while using the app. Okay, I'm looking out out the window. Autofocus, ads are on the bottom. Oh, there we go. On the top it says auto mode, daylight, fluorescent, twilight, cloudy day, and I hope there's more, but there aren't. Okay. Fluorescent. Oh, these are just, there's the video. There's the camera. What's this? No. Okay, cloudy day, twilight. It doesn't look like it actually does anything other than it just changed the hue. Looks like it's just changing the hue, the color, and not actually expanding the visual spectrum. I mean, look, I'm sure that my face isn't actually like. Why is? See, I just made some dough, so I got a bit of flour on my hands, but I don't get why it's not picking up the heat. You'd think that this would be hotter because that's my that's where all the veins are, you know, and my hair should be colder, even though, you know, there's a lot of heat coming off that. Anyway, I'm going to try something else, and I hope I'm not boring, but basically I'm still trying out more things. I'll come back to you after I have more research done. Looks like got to do some research. Thanks. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and or some people say smash that like button. You don't have to smash it. You just have to tap. Thanks very much. Talk to you again.